Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Bulldog Show. I'm Darrell Allen, along with Thomasville High School head football coach Jonathan Delay, and Dog 22-2 season comes to an end Friday night at a disappointing loss, coach, to the Carver of Atlanta Panthers, 28-23. Only 8 teams are going to be satisfied at the end of the year. That's the 8 that win the state championship. When it comes to an end, it's always a disappointment. A good season, but a disappointing end.
Yeah, like you said, there's only 8 teams that are going to win their last one, and it was disappointing that we didn't reach our ultimate goal. But I'm going to tell you, those kids did something special this year, and I was just excited to be called their coach.
All right, Coach. Talking about the game here just for a moment, and you talk about this every time you don't win the football game, missed opportunity. There's always opportunities to win the ball game. One play here or there that we made, or one play that they didn't make, could have made a difference in the ball game.
Yeah, there's always missed opportunities, and you go back and look, and those are the things you try to correct. Unfortunately, we can't correct those for this coming week. It's more of a correction for next year. Proud of the way our guys fought. Nobody on that sideline until that 4th down play was finished thought that we were going to lose that football game. I mean, everybody, you think back to the Cairo game, the Carver game, everybody had those thoughts in their head. Me too. It's just a gut punch right there when it didn't occur. We turned the ball over 3 times, and they got scores off of all 3 of those. I thought our defense, for the most part all night, really played well. They had some good players. We had some guys go down in the game. There's no excuse. We had guys step up in the game too when those guys went down. And it was, you watch it unfold. You get down. We're down 2 scores, late in the game. We come back, score, get a stop. We get down there in the scoring area again. We just can't punch it in. But, I'm not going to take – nobody's going to take anything away from this team, these seniors. They did some special things this season and in their careers. Future's bright here at Thomasville. Now, it's going to take us continuing to do our standard. We got to continue to do right and dictate on Friday nights. And we've got to do that between now and next August so we can get back at it.
All right, Coach, you talked about some people stepping up. That's been the kind of the story all year long where you've had somebody in need, and sometimes it's somebody we've never heard of, steps up and makes a play.
So, on offense, we had really 4 guys go down in the first half. Jay goes down, Levante, Aiden, Elijah Brevard. Jay and Levante have been our 2 backs, been carrying low. EJ got hurt against Doherty, so you're to your 4th back. Jaden Austin steps in, a senior who had played some there this year, and then you had guys like Ant Anderson, Leland Chapman come in. Ant scores a touchdown to get the game within 1 score. Leland went in there and just bulldozed the way, and Ant punched it in there. And those guys had to step up in those situations and play. Brock Shiner had to go back to the offensive line and move Smiley down to guard. And then Blease, Hunter, and Colin had to take care of the tight end duties that Elijah vacated when he went down. So, that's the thing about football. You got to build depth so that when things like that happen, there's no drop-off. I really didn't feel like from Jay, Levante to Jaden, Ant, and Leland that there was drop-off. It just, we weren't able to make that play that put us in the end zone when we needed it.
All right, Coach. Well, let's kind of look at some of the highlights from Friday night, and then we're going to look at some of the highlights from the season as we go through the show here.
Another great night for football. We had a great crowd there. Felt like we were really loud. We go right here, we felt like we needed to kick the ball on the ground against these guys, and we did. Their second drive right here, they come in with a boot. When they were in pistol, we knew it was boot. Quarterback throws it backwards, and Beck comes flying out of there to recover it. Go back on offense right here. Jay picks up a big first down right here, and then we score a touchdown the very next play. Levante's in front of him, leading him. Go up 6-0. Make the extra point. We got offsides. Not going to try to chase points right there, decline it. We missed the next extra point. Again, it's just one of those opportunities. One of the things was we had to get after the quarterback. I thought we affected him very well. He did make some plays later with his legs, but talking about affecting the quarterback, that was what we wanted to do. And there goes Jay. I mean, that's 89. There's a lot of fast kids on that defense, and Jay outruns them all for a touchdown to put us up 13-0 there in the second quarter. Then right here, put the ball on the ground. Unfortunately, they recover it, score a touchdown, still got the lead, come right back down. This is a big 3rd down conversion right here. Cam steps up, he's got 2 hands on the ball, runs out, finds Jordan for a big first down right there on the scramble drill. And then right here we got DJ, we just got to throw that thing a little more on the line, and it's a touchdown. Again, one of those learning moments, but they do get the interception, but here we get them on the ground, give our defense an opportunity, go make a play, catch a hitch, a couple missed tackles right there. Two was a very good football player.
Yeah,
he goes
really
and scores.
fast.
Man, he was a quick guy. Andrew Bennett had an outstanding evening punting the football. There were times down them inside the 10 twice. Both of them led to safeties. Thought that was the safety right there. Actually comes on this play. They said the ball hit the back line before we recovered it. But again, defense keeping us in it, making it 22-15 right there, putting us down 7. They kick it off, goes out of bounds, so we get the ball in the plus 45. We feel good. We're in good field position right here. Have to punt. They punt it back to us, go to Cole. Makes a big play right there to get us down again inside the 40 with an opportunity. Then here comes the defense again, another safety. We scored 4 points on the defense, and they kept us in the ball game and gave us an opportunity to go win the game right there. I believe it's 28-17, so that put us down 11. So a touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal. You're back in it, but it's 2 scores, so we're excited to get there. And then there's Leland Chapman leading Ann Anderson into the end zone. I mean, that's from 5 yards out. It's a big play right there. We're going for 2. We don't get it. Send the defense back out. Know we got 2 timeouts. And, I mean, that had been a play that had given us trouble all night. Now it's a 1-yard game because we get a bunch of hats to the ball. First play right here, 2:22 left in the game. Jaden pops a big one. I thought he might have been gone. They had a little angle on him right there, so they were able to tackle him. We got the ball, though, inside the 40, just unable to punch it in right there at the end.
Okay, we got some season highlights coming up here just for a moment.
Yeah, this season, I mean, the defense, especially the second half of the year, I mean, they played lights out. There's Jay with a pick 6 right there against Crisp. But the way the defense played late in the year was unreal. There's Jay again, touchdown run in the Crisp game. Offensive line play, moving the ball up front. Jay again with the slow screen at Doherty. That was the first one of his 2 touchdown receptions. He had 2 interceptions that night as well. That led to us winning the region championship that night. What a special night for those seniors. And here's Jay again, pick in the end zone. They had just blocked a punt right there. Another pick. They're about to score going into halftime. Jay picks it, runs it back. There's less than a minute. Here in a second, he takes another screen, goes to the house, and puts us up, 2 scores going in the half instead of a tie ball game if they score right there. So those are just things, when you look back on the season, all the special things that had to happen for us to host these playoff games to get in this spot. There's DJ Thurman with a big touchdown catch against Columbus. Cam threw a great ball. Here's Cole Shaw again down the field from Cam. Runs by the guy, catch. We got 6 points on the board. And then here comes the defense. There's Jeremiah affecting it, Keyshawn picking it, taking it to the house for a big play right there. And then you talk about the Carver game. Probably one of the biggest plays of the game. I know people talk about the catch that Jay made, but Cole's catch right there and then DJ's catch later allow us to get started in those scoring plays. Here's the game winner right here. Cam fit it in there, and Jay caught it. The rest was history. I mean, you see it from this angle too. Cam unloads it. There's 2 guys there, 1 inch to the left, 1 inch to the right. It's an incomplete pass. I mean, it's right on the money.
Coach, you can go to any level of football. You won't find a better play than that one.
No, you're not going to. Here's, I believe that's Bradshaw on the block punt right there. Yep. That was Bradshaw's punt block against Monroe. Levante with a big touchdown run right here. See, EJ was out in front right there. Levante against Tiff. That was his first touchdown carry of the year, I believe. And there's Cam and DJ. DJ had a big night that night. A few touchdown catches. This is a big catch and run right here. Guys got angles. He's making moves. Cole did a good job not to block that guy right there. And then again, you can see us up front right there just making big holes. There goes Jay again. Cat play. DJ against Bainbridge. Big reverse. to the house coming out of halftime. Is a big play. Jeremiah Humbert with a huge block right there on the perimeter to spring him. Then you go back, man, this seems like forever ago. K-Row, we throw the double pass with Jay to Cole. Big touchdown, got us on the board right there. Ran a couple trick plays in this game. Here's the other one. Throw it back to Jay, and had to have them both to win the game. We learned how to win right there. It was a great job. I mean, you can't ask for more wide open than that. But a huge play right there. And then all the way back here, Brooks County Beck with a big play down there on the goal line in the red zone. Some big tackle, fumble, recovery. Here's the Jackson game. There's Cole with a huge run, a catch and run. You got guys with angles. That was number 2 from Jackson. He'd basically just done the same thing. Cole outruns him. And we come back to Cole, just throw a big boy ball up. He goes and gets it, touchdown. Liberty County, a couple weeks ago, there's Cole again. Big ball down the middle, and then screen to Levante. This is a night, the defense really shut them out. We threw a pick six, and again, just the whole second half of the season, how well the defense played. It kept us in everything, allowed us to go and do something special.
Coach, you mentioned Andrew Bennett a while ago. I just wanted to mention Andrew again. Punter doesn't always get all the recognition they deserve, but this guy came on big for us.
Oh, yeah, he did. 2 punts the other night led to safeties. I think one of them was over 60 yards. I think it was 61. It was a huge night for him. He had a great season. The good news about that is he's back. And so those are field position is huge.
Appears to work very hard.
Oh, he works super hard. He when he's at the field, he works hard. When he's not at the field, he's working on his craft, and there's something special to be said about that. And going to all our seniors, I'm just so thankful to all our seniors this year. Had a lot of guys that have played a lot of ball. Not many of them had really been the star or had to be the leader. They had to learn how to lead, and they did that, and they showed those young kids, look, this is how you grow and become a leader. This is what you do when you are a leader, and this is how you get deep runs in the playoffs. You have to do certain things, and I think the young kids especially saw that evolution in that group this year, so that as you go in the future in this program, we understand, hey, look, we've got to develop leadership in order to be a good football team year in and year out.
Yeah, Coach, talking about the senior class, 39 wins in 4 years, 3 region championships, 4 trips to the quarterfinals, 2 trips to the semis, then, of course, a trip to the finals. So they've definitely made their mark on this program, and it'll be such a great thing for them when they come back to football games in years to come. They'll be able to point up that big championship board and say, I was a part of that.
Yeah, I mean, that 2022 is on that region championship side of the board, and just the way that they fought through adversity, fought through naysayers, people saying, "Oh, you can't do it. Oh, you're 1-3. We hope we win 3 ball games." Just hearing folks say that, they just never bought into that hype. They bought into let's go 1-0 each week and see what we can do. And I'm just so proud of them. My dad asked me a few weeks ago, he said, hey, how many games have y'all won in a row? I said, 1-0. I didn't, and that wasn't me trying to be funny. It just, I didn't look back until this past week. We won 8 ball games in a row this year. Something that's hard to do. It's hard to win one football game. And, football is it's unlike other sports where, in football, every single game is life or death on your season. It makes an impact, Baseball, they play 100 and something games. You lose one here or there. It's more about winning the series. But in football, you got one shot each week, and it's so special to watch the way those kids went through that region schedule and then through this playoff run. And we gave ourselves an opportunity to win Friday night. Just came up a little short, but I'm so proud of these kids and what they've done this year. So special.
Yeah, because you go back to the senior class just for a moment, you're not done with them. You're going to continue to help them try to figure out what they're going to do, where they want to move to, whether it be college or tech school or some military, possibly for some guys, into the workforce. Just got to have a plan.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. We have a board. There's a board in our staff room with all the seniors listed on it, and we ask them, what do you want to do after high school? We write it down, and our job is to do everything that we can to get them to that point. And some of them it's football. They want to play football. Some of them it's they want to go weld or go to the military or mechanical engineer. There's all different types of things that they want to do, and our job is to help them reach that point however we can. So that's the next part of this process, is getting those guys somewhere that will make them successful after high school.
And Coach, for the underclassmen, you've talked a lot about on this program, and the times we've talked about playing for the T and about our standards. As we get into the off season now, that's where those standards become real.
Mm-hmm. That's right. And it's about working hard, and it's about doing right. During football season, it's a little easier to do right because you've got practice and game hanging over your head. It's the time in the off season where people don't see. I tell the kids, hey, character's what you do when nobody's watching. Well, right now in the off season, really, nobody is watching you play. Talking about fans in the stands. So what are you doing so that when people do see you play, your character, your hard work, your perseverance, your work ethic shows off. So that's what's going on right here in the off season. We want them to take a little time to rest their bodies and get their bodies back right. They've been doing this since January, so try to recuperate just a little bit, and then especially when January hits, hit the ground running with our off season stuff and get bigger and stronger and faster, and see if we can do something special again next year.
All right, Coach, as we wind down here for the year on the Bulldog Show, we want to take a moment to thank CNS and Austin Reams for allowing me and you the opportunity to do this. We present a lot of problems for Austin trying to work with the two of us.
Yeah, definitely. Austin does a great job. He's always ready for us when we come in here, and his show is awesome. So we really appreciate what he does.
And I want to thank you and Lauren and your girls and for all that y'all mean to Thomasville. We really appreciate what you've done, and looking forward to it, Coach. It won't be long before Brooks County will be coming to the vet to open it up, and we're already looking forward to that.
Well, I appreciate it, Darrell, and I appreciate you and everything that you do to push these kids in this program, because being the head football coach, I learned real quick that it's not about me. It's a community event, and the more support that you have for the community, the better it is for the kids. So, real thankful for you and other members of the community that make this thing go, and that are take the Diamond T seriously and think it's real special.
Yeah, I do too, and we want to thank our fans. I mean, the players and the fans to me are what's important.
That's right.
And so we want to thank those that follow us and each week. And so this will wind it up for this year, but Coach and I will be back next year with Brooks County as we start the 2023 season. Already looking forward to it.